Hello and welcome back, everyone. I'm Mel.
And I'm Claire.
And together we are
the Salty Hoes.
Welcome back to another amazing episode of our podcast. Claire, I was going to ask how you are, but I actually saw you very, very recently at a coffee shop.
Yes,
hours
you
ago,
did.
in fact.
Just hours ago, but yeah, I think we need to share the coffee shop experience for the benefit of our lovely listeners.
Yeah, we could do that. So we had planned to meet at a certain coffee shop, and I pulled in. I was looking for parking, kind of cursing the construction that's going on near your house.
Yes.
And pulled in, and as I'm walking to the coffee shop, I get a text from my lovely Claire saying that there's like 100 people here at Loki. And I was like, Loki? That's not where we're meeting today.
Can I also just point out that the coffee shop that Melissa Rella very kindly, because she knows who I am, and in a text yesterday said, let's just keep it simple and we'll meet at this coffee shop. And I was like, yeah, oh, that sounds great. This coffee shop is about 200 yards from my house.
Yeah, right. That's why I picked it.
That is why you picked it very kindly, because you're like, I'll make it easy because she may actually be on time because I am that person. And I got into my car and drove to another coffee shop. And I was so proud because I was on time.
You were on time. You beat me there. It was just the wrong coffee shop.
Oh my God. I am so grateful for your patience with me and that you still love me, even though I am a complete ding dong.
No, you're not a complete ding dong. You just
I
have.
am.
Well, I'm trying to help you out here.
I
You just have 8 million things rattling around in your poor head at all times.
This is fair, but I still very much appreciate your grace because, yeah.
Oh, I just laughed. I got that text and I just laughed. I was like, of course she's a Loki.
I was trying to stop myself from going into a deep shame spiral.
Oh,
I'm like,
no, stop.
why am I like this? Like, I think that about 5 times every day. I'm like, why? Like, I really try, but it just doesn't often work.
Well,
But-
to be fair, we've met at Loki before, so it does make
Yes.
sense that that would occur to you.
And honestly, it has the best coffee in all of Salt Lake.
Oh, Loki's amazing.
Oh, their
I love it.
coffee is perfection. Shout out to Loki.
Yeah, and honestly, the only reason I didn't suggest it yesterday when
Yeah.
we made this plan was simply because the seating there is kind of
Oh, yeah.
tough.
Because
Yeah.
it is just packed.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
Secrets out.
Yeah, secrets out. Loki is the best.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to like sit down and spread
Yes.
out and like have a little
Yeah.
conference, right?
Or be
Sometimes.
guaranteed you can get a wee seat.
Yes,
Period.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Anyway, that
again,
was
I
fun.
appreciate
No,
you.
No, you are great.
but I very speedily returned and it
You
worked
did.
out fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes,
was
it was
good.
wonderful. We had a lovely little chat and coffee.
We
and
did.
we thought that like today we could share a few more dating stories,
Mm-hmm.
some of the amazing men that we have met up with.
Well,
Yeah.
we told like our good stories, our success stories, kind of.
I mean, mine wasn't a success story, but
It started off good.
yeah, true.
I guess as did mine.
Yeah.
And they both deteriorated, but there was brief moments of joy.
Yes, for you.
Yeah, that's true. You didn't even get to a joy moment.
No, not joy. Just like, oh, this isn't so bad. Was
Right?
like the highest level that rose to.
Sometimes that is just the metric. You know, if like our married friends will say, oh, you've a date, I'm so excited, I hope it goes well. And I'm like, I'm just hoping that it will be okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we should talk about how low the bar can actually be. So
Yes.
I'm going to let you start.
Oh,
Why don't
yes.
you share a story, a dating story?
Well, so this sounds terrible. I can't even remember this man's name because I think I have blocked it
That's completely fair.
from my brain.
We could give him a pseudonym.
Yeah, let's make one up for him.
Okay.
We could call him, we normally are good with these names. Let's call him Honeypot.
Honeypot. I love that. Oh my God, that's so funny.
It's a double entendre
It
because he bought me a jar of honey as a date gift.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
And also, we are analogizing him to a porta potty.
We absolutely
Okay,
are.
wonderful.
Yes. So
I'm very excited.
maybe that was like some foreshadowing, like the honey on the date. Yeah.
Well, we
Or-
already said it wasn't going to go well, so
Yes.
I don't think we're spoiling anything for our listeners right now.
Yeah, it was interesting. And he drove a couple 100 miles for this date.
What?
Yes. Yeah. So he lived in southern Utah and we met in an app and he was like, "Oh, I'll drive to Salt Lake, no problem." And that felt a little weird, but also like I didn't want to drive there either. So, it just was what it was. But
I mean, to be fair, I could imagine that one's dating options in southern Utah might
limited.
be even more constricted, shall we say, than they are
Yes.
here in Salt Lake City. So,
Indeed.
you know what? I'm going to give him that.
Yes, and he did travel for work often. I think
Mhm.
that involved a lot of driving, like to Vegas and then up to Salt Lake and Idaho. So, we tried to sync it with some stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, there
Yeah,
you go. So
it was
not
fine.
not a big deal, and
Not-
it's
yeah.
at maximum a 4-hour drive, so
Yes,
not too bad.
So he's fine.
Yeah, our European listeners are probably horrified by
They're
that
like,
right now. A
"What?
4-hour drive.
You would be in another country."
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we have to work for it here in the Wild West. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's big out here, y'all.
Is very big. Well, some things are big, but yes. So,
Okay.
so I did my due diligence. We had several video calls to check that he was
Good.
real. All the
Yes.
security checks.
Love it.
Googled all the stuff. So we went on a date. I arrived. He had the gift. It was honey and plant food.
Oh.
Yeah,
Had
not
you talked-
together, but like.
Had you talked about plant maintenance? Is that where that came from?
I just love
It's
that.
not a
phrase.
euphemism,
I know.
friends.
Bush maintenance.
Claire just got waxed.
I did.
Sorry, did I out you?
I just had some bush maintenance just this morning. So shout out to Lindsay.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Thank you. Yes. So we had a video call and he saw a plant in the background. So
Oh, okay.
I think maybe I mentioned that I like plants, or I have a lot of plants.
All right, so he was trying. It might be a little
Yeah.
clumsy, but he was trying to be thoughtful.
Yes, it was very sweet. And actually, I think that is the only first date I've had where someone presented with a gift.
Yeah, I don't think I've had a first date where someone brought a gift.
Yeah. It was unusual.
That is, yeah.
Unusual.
Did it make you uncomfortable or did you like it?
It made me feel a bit funny, but I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm a little weird and defensive when it comes to dating, so
well,
it could be that.
could also be that we've had some experiences where men feel entitled to,
Yes.
shall we say, some physical affection if
Yes.
they've bought you coffee or a drink
Right.
or something like that.
Yeah.
So maybe you were worried about some obligation being created, and I think that would be a very natural reaction.
That's fair, even if it's not entirely conscious, but I think sort of every woman, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I would also say every woman has probably experienced like a small or large degree of that at some
Yeah.
point. So yeah. So we had dinner. I was late. I try so hard. I know that sounds so weak and ridiculous, but like, I promise I am not just sitting going, oh, maybe I'll go. I'm like, I'm going to do 402 things before I leave the house and I will be on time. So,
Yeah,
yes.
that tracks completely.
Yes, but I need to try to be better. In my defense that night, though, the Uber did cancel. So I was just a couple of minutes late.
Oh, that's not your fault.
Yes.
And honestly, a couple minutes late, I mean, within 5 or 10
Yeah.
minutes, to me, that's still on time.
Right. It wasn't
Yeah.
like a half hour or anything.
Yeah, yeah.
So we had a nice dinner and it was pleasant.
Good.
I didn't feel like immediate sparks, but I didn't have like immediate icks. It was just pleasant.
I mean, for you, that's huge, not
Yeah.
to get icked out right away.
yes, I have like a 3-second threshold. I'm like, no.
I mean,
Just- yeah.
it's awkward if it's a dinner date,
Oh my God.
and then you have to sit there for like 1 to 2 more
Yes.
hours.
I honestly try to avoid those for that reason.
Yeah.
Just like a short
Yeah.
little coffee date.
Yeah, keep it quick.
Yeah, this was not quick because dude had driven
Yeah,
several
which is
hours.
kind of fair. You can
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, so we ate. He had a laser focus on carbs, shall we say? But that's a whole other podcast
Oh,
episode.
okay.
Yes, not a
Yeah.
fan.
Not a fan of carbs. Okay,
Yeah.
we can come back to that.
We can come
I
back
have
to that.
a lot of things to say about
Oh yes,
eating and
mm-hmm.
eating disorders and diets and so forth. so.
Dates and all the things.
Yeah.
So we had dinner and the restaurant. I feel like all the restaurants in Salt Lake close so early. And he was like, do you want to grab a drink? And I was like, oh, sure. So before all the bars on Main Street burned down,
Oh, yes.
we,
So sad.
so sad, we went into one of those. And then it took a sharp turn.
Oh no.
I was just like, what? Of all the things you could choose to talk about on a first date, why are we going here?
Uh-oh, where'd we go?
That we went Joe Roganville.
Oh no.
We went full manosphere.
Oh no.
Is that the manosphere?
Yeah,
That's what they call it?
manosphere, yeah.
Yes.
Red pilled, the whole thing.
Oh my God. So here's the thing. If I was like to dinner and a conversation about vaccinations came up with you, I would have it because you are a scientist.
Yes.
You know some stuff in this area.
I do. I know how vaccines work.
Yes.
I teach about vaccines.
You have a terminal degree.
I do.
In this area.
I have 3 degrees in biology.
Yes.
I know a little.
Yes. So I would totally have that conversation and I would listen and be open to absolutely anything you would have to say on the subject.
We could have a really good, nuanced discussion on vaccines if you wanted.
100%. But somebody who was referencing Joe Rogan as their source, and I just said, "Oh, I thought you told me you studied business," and he was like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "Wow, it's amazing that you know so much about vaccines."
Oh my God.
Being heavily sarcastic,
shady.
Yeah.
Which I bet he did not get.
Oh no, he was like, "Well, yeah, I mean, I listen to a lot of podcasts.
I do my own research.
Oh my God, because like everybody's a sheep. Everybody, yeah, but
my
he
God.
is not."
Oh,
He
yeah,
is
no,
not.
he's the only one that's awake. Him
No.
and all the rest of Joe Rogan's listeners.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it.
But I feel like a lot of bar staff, shout out to you all, have like a sixth sense when they see
Yes.
horrendous dates happening.
Mhm. They must see it every day of the week.
Oh my God, like all the time. So Girlie came over and accidentally gave me like 2 drinks,
Ooh.
which is highly actually illegal in Utah. And but one of them wasn't open, so I guess it wasn't. And she's like, just put it in your bag. It was a little mini bottle of Prosecco. It was so
Aw,
cute. And I was like,
cute.
oh, and she was just kind of like,
She's like,
wink.
here's your consolation prize.
You're
for
gonna
listening
need
to
it.
this.
'Cause- oh my God. And so, I mean, it just descended from there. Like, well,
Oh,
I didn't get
no.
vaccinated and I'm super proud. And, you know, like people shamed me and I was just like, oh dear God. But dude like went for like 2 full hours.
Oh no, just monologue.
Just monologue. And you know that I do not drink a lot.
Not a lot, yeah.
I'm like a
Lightweight.
2 to like 3 is like a hard night out for me. I was on my 4th drink.
Ooh, I actually love it, Claire, when you have 3 drinks because I feel like I get a million texts and they're amazing.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I did drunk text you from the airplane very recently.
Yeah, I
Yes,
loved it. It
I
was
did.
wonderful. You can do that anytime.
Well, thank you. But he noted my drinks.
Oh, he counted them.
He counted them.
Um,
Yes.
And he was derogatory about it? Or
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. He was just like a little, I noticed you've had 4 drinks. And I'm like, yeah, because you may also notice that I haven't opened my mouth for 2 solid hours because I have gotten manosphere monologue. It was literally a manosphere monologue.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That's terrible.
It was so joyful. And then we left and he was like, do you want to come back to like, I think he was staying at like the DoubleTree Inn or something. He was like, we could sit at the lobby. I was like, DoubleTree Inns don't have a lobby. They have a vending machine and a chair.
An
So-
ice machine.
Yes.
We can sit in the glow of the ice machine
Right.
and continue this monologue.
Oh, dear God.
I have many more facts to share about
Oh, yeah.
vaccines.
Oh God, with my business degree knowledge.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was like, no, thank you. And yeah, I got an Uber and went home. So that was that.
I mean, you really served your time. Kudos for staying
Yeah.
that long, I guess.
I know. I don't know why I do that.
Yeah. Well, it can be awkward in the moment,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
Mhm.
don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe something to practice.
Yes.
Just walking away.
Just looking at my watch and being like, oh, I left the stove on. I must go.
I mean, you can always text me for a
Yes.
quote emergency call if you need one.
SOS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my fun manosphere monologue date.
Wow.
Yeah. Good
That
times.
sounds terrible.
It wasn't fun. What about you? What stands out as a magical experience?
Well, I'll tell you one that just stands out because I happened to run into this person this week.
Oh,
Yeah.
did
and
you say hi?
I did not. So let me tell you the whole story. Okay, so this is a person, we are going to call him Hot Frosty.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason we're calling him Hot Frosty is, again, twofold.
I love this name.
Number one, he is good looking.
Yes.
Okay, I think he's a good looking guy.
This is a good first step.
Yeah. And number two, I'm not going to share his real name, but if I were to say his real name, everybody would be like, that's not real. That is the name of a Hallmark movie person. Like, you know, the Christmas movies?
Yes, where the girl comes home to her hometown.
It's literally a Hallmark Christmas movie name, and it's his real name.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway, so Hot Frosty I thought was
Frosty.
very, very appropriate. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, so Hot Frosty and I matched over a year ago, over the holidays last year.
Yeah.
We matched on an app, and he was out of town, so we texted for like maybe a week or so before we met up. The text game was amazing. Banter on point.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like it was smart.
Refreshing.
It was, witty. It was fun. Hot Frosty is a physician. Another one of those disappointing physicians.
God, you have like a magnet.
I do, yeah.
For like the lawyer, physician, like the high profile lads.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Whereas I have one for the entrepreneurs.
The homosexuals.
The homosexuals.
I mean, I guess they've all kind of turned out similarly, but at least usually I get a coffee out of it.
This is true. You're not paying for it. Yeah.
Anyway, so we did meet up for a coffee date once he was home.
Yeah.
Coffee date was fine. We went on a few dates.
Yeah.
I can't remember how many, not many. Like
there was
3
a couple
maybe.
though. Yeah.
Something like that. And I did at one point go back to his house. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Except for...
That was in unison there. Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, let's just say that it was somewhat disappointing.
Oh, no. Okay, you have to share more about that.
Well, I don't want to like go into all the details,
Of
but
course.
do you ever have those encounters where you're like, why am I doing all the fucking work here?
Yeah, you're like, oh, wow, this is very one-sided.
Right? Like I'm
Yes.
doing all the work for both of us.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
not fun.
Not fun.
No.
Exhaustive, tiring even.
Yeah, and then at some point you're like, I hope this is over quickly.
Yes, you're like, please, God, what do we need to fake here for this to end?
Exactly.
Sorry, lads, but
but
we're
for
just
real.
speaking the truth. Yeah.
I mean, be better and then we don't have to fake.
Right, exactly. We
Yeah.
don't like to fake.
No, it's not fun for us
Faking
either.
is not fun. But sometimes just to make it, please, God, be over.
Yeah, when they don't know what they're doing
Yes.
or they're unwilling to do it. And you're
Yes.
just like, oh, okay.
Yep. You're like, we're done here.
Yeah, all
Ooh.
done. I know. So like, kind of disappointing. But then the real horror,
And there's more.
the real horror began.
Oh, dear
Claire,
God.
when I went to use his bathroom.
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
And so he lives in one of these like cute bungalows, right? So they're old. I
Yes.
used to live in one
Yeah.
in the Avenues, and he like it's relevant because he had 2 somewhat young kids, and they I think all shared this bathroom.
Yes.
This bathroom was a fucking biohazard.
Oh, dear God.
It was disgusting.
Wow.
Disgusting. Claire.
Oh, my God.
It was, I mean, there were multiple shit stains inside the
No,
toilet.
no.
Oh, yeah. Multiple.
Oh,
Clearly,
my God.
they had been there for a while.
Oh.
Like, you know, the caked on
dear Jesus.
character.
Lord. I am
the shit
full on
stains.
supplicating. Why?
Yeah, multiple ring around the toilet, like the bright orange like ring,
Oh.
that's a fungus. That's a mold.
That's like
it's nasty.
weeks into months
Yeah.
of neglect.
Right, like the little dry pee splatter all over the everything, right, all over the toilet seat.
I'm sure you just felt so hot in that moment.
Oh my God, I was like dry heaving in this
Dear God.
bathroom. And the sink was no better. So like, you know, the
my
little like
God.
nubs of the whiskers when they shave.
Yes.
Like all over the sink, all over the counter, like
Oh my
all over
God.
the floor, right? Toothpaste, like dry,
Wow.
congealed toothpaste streaks everywhere.
Oh my
It was a horror. It was out of a horror movie.
God. Wow.
And so I'm trying to like pee without touching
Ooh,
anything.
You're like standing, like squatting over the bowl.
Right. Yeah,
Oh my
you know, the
God.
helicopter move.
Yes, like you do in gross public toilets.
Right. And by the way, friends, if you do that, please wipe the seat afterwards. Nobody wants to walk into like a
Yes.
freaking wetlands
No,
of your
please
urine all over
don't.
the seat. So,
We get the squat, but tidy up after yourself.
right. Or like build the little toilet paper
Yes.
barrier, right?
We've
Do you
all
do
done that. Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I love how we bring the things we think only we do into the open.
Oh, I think everybody does that.
Yes, the
right?
little triangle.
Yeah,
like the two-
exactly,
yeah.
right? You like grab yourself some toilet paper and
Yes.
construct a little arts and
Yes.
crafts project to
Yes.
protect your ass from this disgusting
Disease.
toilet
I
seat. I know. Which as a biologist, I know like you're probably not going to get any diseases from a
Yes.
toilet seat, but it's just like the ick factor.
Yes. Oh God, yeah, because you're like things have touched here
Yeah,
that I don't
wanna-
want touching on my
Right,
skin.
like I don't want to sit in people's urine or
my
like
God.
whatever, right?
So
like
surprising.
I know.
Yeah, I know. You're
Or-
so picky.
I know, right? Or if there's blood on the seat, you're like,
Oh,
well,
dear
it's
Jesus.
helicopter time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Hover.
We're doing an airdrop here.
Bring in all those like Pilates movements, like
know.
engage your
core
core,
strength, yeah.
squat, feet, toes pointing forward, go.
Take a wide stance. Like, who was that senator from Idaho that
I
got
love
busted
that.
in the bathroom? Do you remember that?
Oh my God, no.
Larry Craig, I think.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah. No,
he was
got,
taking a wide stance in the bathroom.
Well, yeah, what he was doing was
Yeah.
tapping the person next to him for like a
Oh.
gay hookup in the bathroom. And then he was
Okay.
saying, no, it was all just a big misunderstanding. Like,
Oh.
I somehow accidentally gave the signal that I wanted gay sex.
Wow. I
Right?
do that all the time.
I know,
it's just
right?
such an accident. Like, wow.
Anyway,
Dear
sorry,
God.
that took like quite a turn.
We love the tangents.
Yeah, the tangents.
They're great.
Yeah, anyway, so probably I
Wow.
left that bathroom cleaner than I found it.
Oh my God.
It was so nasty.
Well, and I feel like, I mean, women are kind of conditioned to always like be small and leave no trace and like, you know, everything has to be all pretty and neat. Whereas like you don't leave your shit stains in the
Oh,
toilet bowl ever.
gross.
Like, just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, this was not like I skipped cleaning the bathroom this
Right,
week. This
yes.
was like I skipped cleaning the bathroom this year.
Yeah.
Which is hasn't been done. And why on earth
Wow.
would you invite a woman back to your place
Right?
knowing the horror show that is awaiting in your bathroom?
Yes. Or if she was like, I'm going to use the bathroom, like grab a Clorox wipe or something, put bleach in the toilet, something.
But like do that before you have somebody over.
Oh my God.
Disgusting.
Yeah, like if there's ever any chance that you think that could happen, be prepared.
Right.
I'm assuming that, you know, he knows that a woman will probably use the bathroom
Oh.
at some point.
Or at least it's a possibility, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, anyway, so the reason I was thinking about this week was because I saw Mr. Hot Frosty.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
Dr. Hot Frosty.
Dr. Hot
out and
Frosty.
around town. And
Let's give him his full title.
well, let me tell you the circumstances surrounding that.
Oh no.
As you know, it's been a week.
It's been a wee week for you, my friend.
Oh, it really has.
Yes.
For a couple of reasons,
Yeah.
but I will talk about just one of them.
Yes.
Which is that on Wednesday, I felt like I had a piece of glass stuck in my eye.
That's never nice.
No. And so I thought I had an eyelash up there
Yes.
or like maybe a piece of contact, although
Yeah.
I wasn't missing any contacts
Uh-huh.
or pieces of contact, but it
Yeah.
felt like a foreign body, you know?
Yes.
And thank goodness this happened on Wednesday and not Sunday when I was driving home from California.
That would have been bad.
Right? That would have been real bad.
Yeah.
Not fun to drive like a drunk with one eye open.
No,
right?
not good.
So I felt like I had glass in my eye.
Uh-huh.
And when I put my contacts in, it felt better. So I was like, oh, maybe there's like a sty or something on the inside of my eyelid.
Yeah.
But I was looking, I couldn't see anything. I mean, granted, I was like, you know, not that the most visual, acute period of my life. I don't
Yes.
know. But finally, I went to the Instacare, and the guy looked at it, and he said it was a corneal ulcer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds not pleasant.
No, not pleasant. But most of the time, these heal up within about a week or so.
Yeah.
So I just can't wear contacts, which sucks because
Yeah.
my adorable dog, you know, my little dog Juno,
Yes.
and by little I mean 80 pounds, pure muscle. A long time ago, she chewed up my prescription glasses, and it's been on my to-do list for literally years.
Oh,
This
my
is my
goodness.
like brokenness.
Yeah. that's not a big brokenness. So
Well,
you're okay.
yeah, but I don't have glasses and I can't
my
wear
goodness.
contacts, right?
Yeah.
So I went to the Instacare and he's like, well, just wear glasses. I'm like, I don't have them.
Oops.
Yeah, oops is right.
Yes.
He's like, well, just get some from the drugstore. And I'm like, I can't. My
Yeah.
prescription is too strong. Nobody carries them.
Yeah.
So I went to one of those places that says, you know, we do same day eyeglasses, right? So I called them. I sent them my prescription.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we can't do it tonight, but like you could come down and like get, you know, it fitted and the whole thing, and then we can have them tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So I go down there. They're slammed. They're understaffed. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for like over an hour.
Oh,
And so
I'm not feeling good.
Yeah, not feeling good,
Oh.
right? Like I'm really light sensitive. It feels like there's
Yes.
glass in my eye.
Oh my
Like I have no makeup
God.
on. I can only see out of one eye.
Yeah.
I have like dye streaked down my face. I realized later
Oh.
because they put, dye in
Yes,
my
to
eye
see
to
what's
see
in
the
there.
injury.
Uh-huh.
So I've got dye like streaked down my face. And who should walk in
Oh, dear God.
but Dr. Hot Frosty?
You're like, timing.
I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I haven't seen this guy for over a year,
Yes.
right?
You haven't seen him since the bathroom incident.
No, we did see each other
Yeah.
since then. I did not go to his house again, but
You're like, I'm not going there.
I know, right? I'm afraid.
Wow.
But it's been well over a year, and like
Yes.
things just kind of like fizzled out as they
Yeah.
sometimes do with
Yeah.
people, right? You just kind of the text frequency gets less, and then
Yeah.
at some point you just stop. So
Yeah.
that was like kind of the resolution. Like nothing bad happened.
Right. You didn't have any bad
No,
feelings.
no bad feelings towards him.
Yeah.
But anyway, he walked in with one of his kids to
Oh,
pick
God.
up glasses, and I was like, oh my God, this is not what.
You're like, this is not optimum
So
timing.
I know. I saw him and I heard his name.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
oh,
God.
shit. So I just sort of pretended to be really, really engaged with my phone. I'm sure he saw me. He didn't say hi either, but I
Yeah.
was like, I'm just going to pretend that I,
Oh my
I
God.
don't see him.
That's fair.
But Claire, I was tempted to ask if he cleaned his
I know.
bathroom since last year.
You're like, are you here with an infection from like some kind of an eye infection for like washing your face in your sink?
Bathroom induced pink eye.
Oh my God. Oh God, I know I can only think of like the towels.
Oh, right. I
And
know. I
Patago
didn't want to
risk.
touch. I was like wiping my hands on my clothes.
Oh my
'cause I'm like, I
God.
can't. Like, I don't know when these have been
No.
washed. Probably never.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Wow. That is an interesting person to bump into. And I totally understand why you just looked at your phone.
Yeah.
We don't need to say hi to everybody.
We don't, and especially when
No.
I can only see out of one eye. 'Cause
Yeah.
the other one is broken.
You're just like, hi.
Squinting like
I
a
know.
pirate. Hi.
Oh yeah, no. Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah, good times. All right,
Mr.
my
Hot
friend.
Frosty. That is a classic name though.
It's a great name.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like when you text me and you were like, I saw Hot Frosty. I was like, it just like all flooded back. You know, you forget that you forgot and then you're like, oh, yes. Amazing.
I love the nicknames we come up with.
They're wonderful. And I feel like that's a pretty universal thing
Yeah,
that the girlies come up with the names
absolutely.
for the lads.
Do you save them in your phone like that? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, I think I try to burn them to memory, but I know that some good ones have been forgotten over the years.
All right, well, no more, because
No
now
more.
we have all of
We have
y'all.
a public
We have our
record.
audience.
It is written in stone, so
Ooh.
to speak. Yes.
All right. Well, speaking of dating disasters, I know because while I was on the road, I received a couple of voice memos from my lovely Claire about I think disaster is not too strong a word.
It really isn't. It was like you couldn't have predicted it. You couldn't have written it. It was just no. No.
So why don't you take us through it? And I guess let's preface it with saying that this was a second date.
It was.
Yes.
So I thought I'd done at least some due diligence.
Yeah, and from the first date, he seemed normal.
Yeah. He seemed like too normal. I know. Maybe that's another red flag I can add to my list. Well, you know me. I am, in recent years, I should have been more picky previously, but my
Yes.
pendulum swung, shall we say, to completely the other side.
Yes.
Which my therapist assured me was understandable, but the goal was to get it to the middle.
We're working on that still.
We're still working.
It's a work in progress.
It's still a wee bit swung high. And it maybe went up a couple of inches after this date.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, as we know from the podcast, like I really don't date very often. And I will, if I'm on an app, it's like one right for every probably 200 lefts. And I'm not even joking.
Yeah, or more.
Yeah. I will be like, I will pick like the most minor thing and be like, ew, and just go left. So this guy, we actually talked about him before.
Oh, yeah. He was the one that you matched with many times.
Many times.
And then finally
yes.
arranged a date.
I mean, honestly, probably over the period of like a year.
Yeah.
We were like back and forth matching. So that was the one where I was like, well, what is different? And he was like, let's go on a date. So I show up to the first date. Yeah, because I don't think we ever talked about that. It was on a Saturday afternoon, very low key. And I showed up, he was there, he was super well mannered. He like asked me which chair I would prefer to sit in, like down to that detail.
Very nice. I like it
Very
when a man
nice.
does that. Some good
Yes,
manners, please.
like really good manners. And I
Yeah.
actually wanted his chair and he moved.
Great.
So
I
that
love
was lovely.
That. Yes.
And that sounds like a dick move on my part, but I just like to sit on the end.
No, I don't think it's a dick move if he asks you for a preference. A dick move would have been walking in and being like, "Oh, hey, I prefer to be here. You
Yes.
move."
Yeah.
Right? But he asked you.
It was
and
a
you
wee
set a
invitation.
preference, right? So
Yeah.
that's I love it. I love it when a man has manners.
It was cute. It actually
Yeah.
was like a green flag.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it was nice. And we just had 1.5 drinks and some wee nibbles. And he was telling me about his night and he asked questions like
Amazing.
amazing. Like you're just like, what? Like you can ask questions. So it was very pleasant. And by the end of the date, he said, this was so fun. I would love to see you again. Could we do dinner next weekend? And again, you're like, huh, demonstrative.
I love that. Up front, we're
Yeah.
not playing any weird games.
Nope.
Just saying, I would love to see you again
Yeah.
and trying to make a plan.
Yes.
This is great. This all seems like a green flag.
Right? Because I'm like, was I delusional? Like, what happened?
I don't think so, because I talked to you right after that date and everything
Yeah.
seemed pretty promising. It
Yeah.
didn't seem like there were any red flags happening.
And he talked about like getting together with friends that night. And we've mentioned it's always a green flag when they seem to interact with other humans.
They have friends.
Whoa.
Not just the Joe Rogan
Right?
podcast.
Yeah. My God. To keep you safe and warm at night. Yeah. So it all seemed to be trending well. And I texted him, I think it was like the next day, and was just like, oh, I'm free Saturday if you want to grab dinner. And he was like, great, let's do it. So should have been a red flag. So the following Saturday comes, it's like noon, and he sends a text and says, I'm so sorry, I'm going to have to cancel dinner because I fell off my bike.
Ooh.
And I banged my head, and I think I have a mild concussion. It kind of sounded like a little bit of a made-up story, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I feel like that's one that could go either way.
Yeah.
Like that could just be a whatever,
Yes.
a lie to get out of the date. But also,
Right.
one could imagine that could be a real thing. I mean, a lot of people mountain bike in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of friends that have gotten concussions or broken collarbones or knocked
Yeah.
their teeth out mountain biking.
Oof.
So, like, I wouldn't dismiss that story out
Right.
of hand necessarily.
It could be accurate. And he
Yeah.
also lives in a well-known Utah mountain town, shall we say.
Yes.
And so, yeah, like your proximity to biking is very real. And yeah, but I remain skeptical.
Oh, I do too, especially after the sequel. But I'm just saying that it
Could be real.
yeah.
Could be real.
Yeah, I was 50-50 on it when you
Yeah.
told me that.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe not. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, let's give him the benefit of the doubt because the first date was pretty good, right?
Right.
So it's more like, oh, wait and see if he comes up with a makeup plan, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. And he did, but not without like a little prodding.
Okay.
So, I was mindful of that. So we did reschedule for the following Saturday. I wasn't like super planning on it. I was just like, right, if it happens, it doesn't. And I believe I texted you that afternoon. It was I sound like I've been drinking. I believe that I texted you that very afternoon and was like, oh, I'd much rather be hanging out with you tonight. And
You did, and I felt kind of bad because I encouraged you. I kind of hyped you up a little. I was like, no, you should go on the date. The first one was good. Like, just see what happens. Like, give it a shot.
that was the right thing to do.
I formally apologize to you, my friend.
Oh, girl, none of this was your fault, even close. But it was some good like foreshadowing because you were like, look, it's your favorite restaurant. At very least, just go enjoy a really good meal and a good drink, and just that can be the good part of
That's
the
right.
night.
And return and report.
Return and report. So that was my focus, was on the good meal, and I am going to give a shout out to the restaurant.
Yes.
Arlo, we've
Arlo.
mentioned it before.
We love Arlo.
I love Arlo even more now.
I know. You didn't think it was possible, but
I did not think it was possible because I love it. And also, their staff are amazing.
yeah.
Major shout out. to my boy Darren, but we'll get more to him.
Okay, we'll get to Darren. Big Darren fans here.
We love you, Darren. So, yeah, so I get to the restaurant. The date is proceeding. He texts me and he was like, I'm really early. And I was like, oh, wow, eager. But like, I mean like 20 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's real early.
Like
Okay.
I was just leaving the house.
Okay, all right. Not necessarily a red flag.
No, I felt a little flustered though, because I was like, oh God, he's sitting there. And then I had to remind myself that no, we had a plan and I
Right.
would be there when we said.
I'm not late.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I was a little bit, but
that's tough. But probably like 5 minutes, so.
yeah, it was,
That
it was
doesn't
fine.
count.
And also like it should have been a half hour that night, but I got there and if you've ever walked into Arlo, it's a beautiful building, has a lovely setup and, you know, little outdoor patio. And in their main dining room, they actually have like this lovely little bar you can sit at where you overlook the kitchen.
I love that.
It's so cute.
That's actually my favorite. I
Yeah.
think we might have said this before, but if I'm just with one person, I would always rather sit at the bar.
Yeah.
It's just like a more interesting, interactive experience.
Yes.
And then particularly if you have like that open chef's kitchen, that by far is my preference.
100%, especially somewhere like that where it's also like fresh and you know
Yeah.
they're making their wee bread and like
Wonderful.
yeah, it's lovely. So when you go in and check in at the desk, they have in the corner, I would call it a station.
Mm-hmm.
It's a station where they make drinks. It's not a bar, it's a station.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not supposed to be part of the experience. In fact, I think it's intentionally in sort of like another bit of the restaurant so that the focus is on the food and the cooking. And I get in and he's sitting there
At the station.
at the station.
Not the bar.
Not the
station.
bar.
Okay.
It's a
interesting.
station. And he was like, oh, hi, I thought we'd sit here. And I was like, why?
At the bar station? That seems kind of
It's-
awkward.
It's like 4 foot long.
Yeah.
It's a very small area. And I was like, oh, I guess we're having a date with the barman tonight then.
It's a threesome.
It's a threesome because there was no way he was not hearing every word of our.
Yeah, he's like right there.
He was right there.
It's not like a big bar where like they're moving around.
Oh,
like
no,
at
no,
most
no.
they're like getting a snippet of your conversation.
No, we were like 3 feet
So
from each other.
It's like a three-way at this point.
It's like a 3-way.
Okay,
I
perfect.
was like, okay, maybe he's into it. I don't know, but let's go. So it just felt awkward
Oh yeah, that's awkward.
right away. And he stood up to hug me and literally fell into me and give me like a really slobbery like cheek kiss, but it was not hot.
Ew.
It was not hot.
So he didn't. It sounds like he was already. Shall we say he'd been pre-gaming?
He had been pre-gaming quite substantially, which was ironic given what was to unfold later in the evening.
Okay, so little tip for all our salty bros. I'm sure if you're a salty bro, you know already. Don't show up drunk to a date.
It's not hot
It's really not hot.
because you might not think you're being sloppy. You're being very sloppy.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Oof. So he's sloppy from the jump.
And can I point out that our date was at 6:30 p.m.
Ooh.
It wasn't even like a late dinner at 9:30. It was 6:30.
I mean, even a late dinner at 9:30. Maybe if you'd had a drink, fine. But
Right.
like to already be tripping
Yes.
and like slobbering on you, sloppy.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to the earlier point where maybe I should work on knowing when to leave. Maybe I should have just stepped out at that moment. So the conversation is weird, awkward. He asked me what kind of wine that I liked. He said, I'm going to bring a bottle. And I was like, why are you doing that? Like, I don't, but fine, okay. So I told him I love whites and bubbles, but reds are kind of bad for me. I get like a wee headache. And so what did he bring?
A red.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh, but it's a very mild red. I was like,
Buddy.
it's still red.
Yeah. Way to not listen.
Yep. And then he goes on to tell me about how expensive it is.
Oh, gross.
And then he went on to tell me that he got it at this vineyard with his former partner and it was a beautiful experience. And I was like, well, that's an interesting story to lead with. Yeah.
Yeah, but also, like you clearly said, not a red, please.
Yeah.
And he showed up with the red.
He did indeed.
Which is really weird. And honestly, bringing a bottle of wine to a restaurant, That's not like a red flag to me.
Yeah.
Like if you have a really special bottle,
Right.
right? Like and you want to pay the corkage, like
Yeah.
cool. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's great. But like if you don't really have a plan or like a special
Yeah.
bottle, uh, I mean, why not just drink what the restaurant has available to you?
Right. And you're sort of committed to like a full bottle of wine at that point too.
Sure, although between two people, that's 2.5
Yeah.
glasses, which, if one had not pre-gamed substantially, would be a reasonable amount of alcohol. Like, that's not too weird, right?
Right.
But given that he'd already had, it sounds like several drinks
Yes.
in advance, then yeah, maybe the full bottle of wine wasn't the best choice.
Not
And
the best choice.
Also, actually, no, I do. This is a little weird. I wouldn't do corkage if I were sitting at a bar station.
Yeah.
That's a little odd.
Yes. Everything was just odd.
Yeah, really odd.
We were collecting oddities.
Yeah, okay.
At
Just like
this
pin
point.
butterflies.
Right? Because you would think one of the perks of sitting in that proximity to the barman would be to be like, oh, tell me about this, or what pairs well with this dish, or
Yeah, or
you know.
maybe like, why don't you make me a cocktail
Yeah.
off the menu?
Yes.
Like, I like bourbon and this, or whatever you
Yeah.
like, That's kind of the perk of sitting at the bar station.
could be fun.
Sounds really fun. And you and I need to go do this together.
Yes, we need to return and sit with Darren at the bar.
Would you like to have a threesome with me and Darren?
Well,
A chaste threesome,
A
not a
chaste-
sexual threesome,
yes.
just us sitting at the bar station.
yes, sorry, I
with
was
our
going the
buddy
other
Darren.
direction.
Yeah,
It
no,
would
no.
probably be an affirmative for both. But anyway, moving on.
Okay.
Sorry, Darren. Yes. So.
All right, so we have a full bottle of wine that you
Yes.
do not want and can't really drink
No.
without getting a headache. Cool.
No. And I also have I'm feeling bad because I am like, this poor man is here to do a job. And we are here, and he's probably feeling like some kind of pressure that we're sitting there. And dude kept asking stupid ass questions.
Oh no.
Trying to be like a connoisseur.
Trying to show off.
Yes. And I'm like, stop talking to him.
That's so not hot.
He is working.
Yeah.
Like people are bringing him orders. Stop talking. There's one person here.
Yeah.
And so he puts on a wee blender to make a drink, and he's like, I'm so sorry for the noise. And I just said, oh, dude, we are in your space. Like, you do not make all the noise you need. And that's where I was like, oh my God, this is so terrible. Like, he's
Oh.
conscious of this because he's lovely. And
That's so uncomfortable.
yes. So I know somebody else who works there, a wonderful server, and I asked, I was like, oh, does he still work here? And he said he did. So they're just so lovely there. This has happened to me there before as well, when the server that I know is there, and they're just like, here is a gift from the kitchen.
Aw.
And they bring you like a wee bread, or they bought us this lovely chicory salad.
Yum.
And you're like, that is literally so cute. Like, not a lot of restaurants do that.
Well, not in Utah. So,
No.
yeah, it's one of the few places in Utah that understands good service.
Yes.
That's very rare in this state.
Yes, to send like a little treat from the kitchen.
Yeah.
And it's just one of the reasons I love it. And so, when you just want a little piece of everything on your fork.
Yes.
Because you're just like, there are so many food gasms to be had at that place. Like,
I agree.
the food is so fresh and good and yummy. So I'm like trying to get it. And dude, I thought he was being cute. He's literally like stabbing, like fork wars.
Wait, he's stabbing your fork with his
Yes,
fork?
like I couldn't get the pieces on my fork.
Ew.
And I looked at him to be like expecting a little smile or, yeah. But no, there wasn't. He was just really intoxicated.
Wow.
So I got like half a mouthful of the delightful chicory salad. Yeah.
Wow.
And he was just like eating like an animal.
Oh my God.
Yes. So at that point, I am like, oh my God. We're looking at the menu. The words weren't even like penetrating my brain at
Oh, I
this
bet.
point. I was like, "Ugh." And he was like, let's just share stuff. And I was like, oh, we could maybe get our own meal.
Put the fork down, sir.
Yes.
And step away from the
Step
bar
away.
station.
I want my own plate and preferably you to leave. So
Yes.
we order. I need to speed this up because I will take hours to
No,
tell
no, no.
the story.
We have time. You keep
Oh
talking.
my God. There's just so much detail. So he orders 2 things from the menu
Himself?
for us to share.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So he orders.
Oh, so again, he's not
Yeah.
respecting your wishes.
No.
Okay.
He orders. You're like, okay. He orders the sea bass and
Yum.
the I struggle with how to say this in America, the risotto.
Risotto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect.
That. It was like a nice mushroom risotto situation.
Sounds delicious.
So I'm like, okay, I'm excited for the food. Food comes.
If I'm allowed to eat it.
Right. Beautiful presentation, like lovely. And then Mr. Animal,
Oh, God.
like,
Oh, my
so
God.
they brought us 2 little plates. We're going to serve from the dishes. And he gets stuck in there. And when I tell you, there was food on his lap. There was
No.
food on the
Oh,
floor.
no.
There were sauces up his arms.
Oh, no.
Like up his arms.
Oh, my God. Dude was trashed.
He was trashed at this point. And you know how when your kids were toddlers and you would go out to eat, and if they were trying to take something from a bowl, you'd secure the bowl so the
Yeah.
bowl didn't end up on their lap or the floor?
Yes.
I had to secure the bowl.
Oh, my God.
It was about to be on the floor.
I mean, that literally took me back to eating with my son when he
Yes.
was little, like little,
Yes.
little, when you do your best to like keep everything contained. And then at
Yes.
the end of the meal, you're like, here's a 50% tip for
Right.
what you had to deal with.
I'm so sorry. But, you know, I'm trying to teach this little human
Right.
how to use utensils.
No, exactly.
Which, you know,
And people are understanding, especially
are.
if you tip appropriately.
100%. This is a grown-ass man.
Yes, who made the choice to get
Oh,
fucked
yes.
up before coming on a date.
Yep.
Wow.
So I'm mostly just trying to control the fallout at this point. And actually, in hindsight, I don't even know if I tasted the sea bass.
Oh, no.
I got some rice or some risotto. I had a few grains of rice.
Were you dying of mortification?
Oh my God.
Like the secondhand embarrassment of being seen with this person?
Like I felt like I had to apologize even though this was a second date.
Yeah, I mean, of course you would feel that, right?
Right.
Because it's not your fault, but it's also definitely not the server or the bartender's
No.
fault that like this man is making a toddler-sized mess all over the restaurant floor.
Of an area where you shouldn't even be
He's
eating.
sitting- I know, that's so weird.
Like I was just like, oh God, make it stop, make it stop. Like, and you know, I'm thinking about what takeout am I going to get in the way home at this point?
That's right.
'Cause-
Where's the nearest Taco Bell drive-thru?
Right? Because I'm like, I'm starving. Like, this is crazy. And
Oh.
I was like, so much for the hopes of a good meal and a nice drink. So this is happening. I'm just looking at him. And at this point, I'm like, oh, yeah, this
Disgusted.
is done. Like,
Disgusted.
there will be no third date.
Yeah, no,
like,
of
make
course.
it stop.
Of course.
So the barman had been so lovely, uncorked the wine, like poured us both like a very reasonable amount that you would be
Yes.
drinking with a meal. And so I'm like sipping my red wine, like,
Barely.
yeah, taking my ibuprofen in preparation,
Oh.
like, you know, water, lots of water. Dude is downing the red wine.
Chugging.
Yeah. And so, I mean, the barman had it set up all lovely where he was just going to top off the glasses. He lifts it from behind the station, pours like to the brim.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Puts it back down. And I'm like, awesome barman immediately lifts the bottle to pour some in mine. But he's like got it upside down. It's like drips.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Wow.
So he decides to go pee at this point, which is understandable because I'm sure his bladder is exploding because
Yeah, with all the alcohol he drank
Yes.
before the date and on the date.
Mm-hmm. So he goes to the bathroom and I just look at the barman and he looks at me and I was like, oh, thank God he's noticing too.
Okay.
And I was just like, what the fuck? And he was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm not imagining this, right? And he was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. He was like, is this a first date? And I was like, a second. And he was like, oh my God. Like, and he said he had 3 drinks before I arrived. Yeah.
And I wonder if he had more before
Right?
he showed up.
Yes. He Ubered down from, you know, he lived about 25 minutes away. So,
Okay.
and he had a little bag with him with like the wine and a water bottle. So,
Yeah, filled with vodka maybe.
right? And
Yee.
so, yeah, he goes to the restroom and I was just like, oh my God. And I was like, I think we need to cut dude off. So I lifted his wine glass and poured some into mine, not
Yeah.
because I wanted it, but just to slow his flow a little.
Yeah, sequester it away from
Yes.
him.
And honestly, at that point, I should have just went out the door and left.
Yeah.
Again, we're learning. So hopefully there won't be a next time. So he comes back and he, it's like time to pay for the food. And I will offer to split 50-50. But in that occasion, no.
Absolutely not.
I had like 5 grains of rice.
Yeah. And a tiny bit of wine you didn't want in the first place.
That was a bottle he brought. So I was like, yeah, I'm not paying for this. Dude was wearing half the food.
The other half was on the floor
My
at the bar
God.
station.
And again, shout out to Mr. Darren, who so masterfully swooped in multiple times with a cloth to just kind of like discreetly scoop it. Like we were at the scooping level. It wasn't just a wee bit. So he was clearing off the station where he had to perform his job.
Oh, Darren.
He's a real one. So Mr. Man's like, oh, yeah, I got it. I was like, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. I'm not paying for that.
Yeah.
You
So
weirdo.
he whips out the card, and then he was like, I need to give you extra. And the barman was like, that's not necessary. Like, you're fine with a tip here. And he's like, no, but like you let us stay here and I would just feel better about it and all this kind of stuff. And so he gave him his Venmo and I said, oh, I'd love to send you something too. And he said, oh, you don't have to. And I was like, well, I would like to because you have, this has made this tolerable.
Yeah, you've slightly saved the evening.
Yes. And in a very nice move, he said, how about I just write my number down for you in case you need it? And I was like, you're so nice. And yeah, because I'm sure he didn't anticipate how this was going to wrap up at the end. So that was very sweet of him to do that.
Yes.
And so I'm just like, okay, thank God we're on the home straight. I'm going to go home.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Then...
Oh, no. Oh, no, there's more.
And there's more.
Oh, as if this couldn't get any worse.
Yeah.
Oh, but it can.
Oh, but it can. So I just want to point out that Mr. Mans, I mean, maybe this is my draw to entrepreneurs in scare quotes, but yes, he said, so I have something to tell you and you're probably never going to want to see me again.
You're like, no, I'm already there, man.
Oh, yeah.
We're good. Don't worry about
it. That's solidified.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This will change nothing.
Nothing. Decision is made.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, really? Wow. This is not going to be a good story. So, he went on to tell me that as of the start of next month, that he would no longer be able to visit me in Salt Lake, but that I could come to him because he was starting a 6-month period of home detention.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
He's starting house arrest.
But he was like, but you can totally come see me.
Oh, goody.
I'm like, oh, wow. Like,
May I?
Right? Oh, God, I'd love to. You're clearly a catch.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God. So.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, okay, are you going to have like a little ankle bracelet? Like, and he was just so, I mean, it's just ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous. Like, I can go to work and stuff, but like, I mean, and he started going on. He's like, the president of this country doesn't even have to serve any time. And I was like,
oh,
well,
that's a different issue.
That's true. But, we can all take accountability for the things that we do too. Like, and the fact that he was already saying, somebody like me doesn't deserve this kind of treatment,
Why? Because you're a white male?
Right. Who lives in a posh town and is trying to present the illusion of wealth.
So here is a question. Why is he on a 6-month house arrest?
So I don't believe that I got the true story on that count. And I said, so may I ask why? Because you're like...
Relevant question.
What, was it some kind... Were you a hedge fund manager? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what? What happened? So it turns out that Mr. Man had a DUI.
Oh, my God.
For me personally, that's just a line in the sand. That's a hard no, pass, no thank you, period. Just no. And he went on again to dismiss it and be like, I mean, I wasn't even driving, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
wait, what?
Yeah, I don't believe you for a second. I don't
believe that either.
Because you have a home detention, like, that would suggest something quite serious to me.
Yeah, either something quite serious.
Yeah.
And or
yes,
it's not a first offense.
Right.
They don't give out
Yes.
6 months
Yes.
home detention.
Yes. On the
For
first.
a first minor DUI
Mhm.
offense. And not to say minor in the sense that this is a minor thing.
Right.
It's not.
It's a serious thing.
We should take it very
Yeah.
seriously. But I just mean with no confounding factors,
Yes.
right? Like you didn't hurt anyone.
Yes.
There were not children in the
Yes.
car. Like, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So minor's the wrong word, but maybe
Yeah.
a simple DUI
Yes.
is what I should say.
Yes.
That's not what you do for a simple
No.
first offense DUI.
No.
So something else going on there.
And like I say, for me personally, the rage of hell actually starts in the pit of my stomach for that particular thing for many reasons, where I'm just like, will I unleash right now or will I save it till later? Because fuck you. Like, that's how I feel when I hear that. And that might sound mean and judgmental.
No, it
I actually
doesn't.
don't give a fuck, because if you decide to do that, then you are an asshole and you should have all of the consequences. But I'm going in attention, getting elevated.
Well,
so
I
let's
think
take a breath.
I think that's fair because you are putting other people's lives at risk.
You are, exactly. And that's key. And you know what? We all have phones with apps
Yeah.
that will give you a ride home.
Yeah, it's easy now.
There's no excuse. You also have legs, and there are scooters, which you probably shouldn't do either.
You shouldn't do that.
You should not do that for so
I
many
have
reasons.
some personal experience with that.
You're like, just get a lift, get an Uber. So I was like, okay. And so, but at this point, as I'm asking questions, he's on his phone. So I'm
Okay.
like, hi, over here.
So he's
like,
disengaged from the conversation.
yeah. And I
And
just
what's
said,
he doing? Ordering an Uber?
well, I said, are you watching a video?
He's
And, like, because it looked like that level of engagement. But, you know, at this point, I'm trying to restrain myself from, like, I don't know what. Like, I just am like
pushing him off the bar
Yeah.
stool?
I'm like, you are a raging asshole, and I never want to see you again for so many reasons.
So many reasons.
So many reasons. So he goes, oh, no, my Uber's going to be here in 2 minutes.
Perfect.
And I was like, oh,
Goodbye.
it's concluding. All right, good night. And he lunged again.
Ugh, like trying to kiss you or something?
Yes.
Ew.
And
No.
I was like,
Yeah, no.
sharp head turn and put my hand out. And he goes, I love you.
I love you.
Yes. And I just said, no, you don't.
No, you don't. You're
And
drunk.
that was it.
You're drunk. Go home.
Yeah. And I just sat up on my stool and I did not bid him a goodbye. I just like,
You did not deserve one.
no, he did not. And I was just like, what just happened?
Yeah.
As, you know, the grains of rice are still dripping off the edge of the station. And I was like,
Wow.
and again, I look at Darren and I just am like, wow.
What the fuck was that?
And he's like, wow. And we just have no words for a moment. So
yeah.
yeah, it was good. And I was just like, okay, I would like something to eat now, please.
Yeah.
And he was like, can I make you a drink that you could actually enjoy? And so, like I say, major shout out to that wonderful restaurant.
Oh my God. Bless Darren's heart.
Bless Darren's heart, all their staff, honestly, because there was
Yes.
periodically people coming over to witness this shit show. And honestly, like, that restaurant, I mean, aside from the food that I didn't initially get to eat, like, just, I was like, okay, like, you know, they were clearly looking out for me, aware that this man was not acting in a nice way. And it just, yeah, I'm just going to eat there all the time, but not on dates.
Yeah. Maybe just you and me go.
Yes, that's going to be a friend, please, from now on, because I don't want it ruined.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't want it ruined. But yeah, that was my wonderful date. And I came home and my son is so cute. I don't like talking about dating to my kids. Like, a lot of times I wouldn't even tell them I'm going on a date, but they can tell because I'm
Yeah.
kind of a hermit. So they'll be like, are you going on a date?
No.
Yes,
I mean, yes.
No. They're like, but you brushed your hair. Like, I know. And my son was like, oh, how was it, Mom? He's like, you're home really early. And I was like,
You're like, yeah, there's a reason.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a bunch of reasons.
yes. And so I shared the story with him, and he was like, Mom. And he was so sweet. He's like, you deserve so much more. Like, I'm really sorry that happened. And
Yes.
you know what my first thought was?
What?
This is great material for the podcast. I'm like, you know, it took the sting away a little
It
because
does.
I didn't feel that upset. I was like, let's share this with the world.
Right. As you should.
Yes, because I'm sure I'm not the only person to have had a date like that.
I've definitely had someone show up who had pre-gamed before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened.
Not a good look. Like,
Yeah.
I understand nerves and stuff, but maybe some breathing exercises or, other kind of nervous system regulation techniques. Like, maybe don't down 3 drinks.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
It's not good.
No.
It's not good. So then, I was a little bit tipsy at that point because I'd had my little drink and like no food, and I had Ubered, and I just rage texted an essay to this man, and it wasn't sweet in any way.
Good.
I was like, fuck you.
Good.
Fuck you for drinking and driving. Do not ever contact me again.
Good.
You were sloppy. You dropped food. Food. That was like an Irish word there. And, you were just not supportive to the environment of the people that work there. And fuck you.
Yeah, he was a major asshole
He was horrible.
to you and everyone around.
Yeah, lengthy text was sent.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
Well done.
And I have never heard from him since. Thank God.
Well, Claire,
I know.
do you want to know who liked me on Bumble the other day?
Stop.
No, it's him.
Oh, he's still looking for a home detention mate.
Yes.
Oh my God. I did see him on Bumble too.
Can you believe? Yeah, he's in my like queue right now as we speak.
Part of me feels like you should like him back and we should fuck with him.
Oh,
But honestly, he's not worth it because he's gross.
No, that's gross.
Gross.
Also, I'm not
gross.
driving to his home detention site.
I know he'd be like, so would you like to come to my house or my office between the hours of 9 to 1?
Ew. No, I do not.
Oh, God. Like, the audacity of actually, like, he fully believed that was a reasonable request.
It's unbelievable.
Like, he fully believed that was okay.
Yeah. Well, he was probably like how many drinks in at this point, right? At least 3
God.
cocktails, more than half of a bottle of wine.
Oh, my God.
In a very short space of time,
Yes.
also, let's say. Like, not
Right?
spread out over 5 or 6
No.
hours, but like all concentrated.
Right?
Yeah. So, yeah, he was fucked up.
And Mr. Man did have some bruises on his arm because, the
from
the bike
The
bike
bike.
accident. He said that he was on an e-bike with his groceries, and it happened.
Because he's not allowed to drive. Is that why?
I think it could be that, he could have been riding his bike also under the influence, or he could have
True.
stumbled and fell and made it up. I believe nothing this man says.
Yeah, many possibilities.
Yeah. Gross.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a story.
It was, what an eventful evening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not in a good way.
Nope. So,
Ooh,
yeah.
The bar's in hell, everybody.
It really, like, that was a next level that I couldn't ever have anticipated.
Yeah.
Because, like, you show up and you're like, oh, maybe they're shorter, maybe there's going to be no chemistry, maybe this, maybe, but you're never like, maybe they're going to spill food everywhere, sit in a really weird spot, and then tell me about their home detention as they lunge at me and tell me they love me.
Yeah. I feel like that is just the cherry on the top that he said, I love you.
I know.
And just the
Oh,
date.
and I have to point out that I think probably 2 to 3 times on the date, oh my God, what was the line? He said something like, you're a prize and I 100% don't deserve you, or you're 100% out of my league.
Okay, well, all of those are true statements.
Mm-hmm.
You are a prize.
You're
You
so
are
nice.
way out of his league, and
God.
he does not deserve you nor any other woman. So he was speaking truth there.
The dog on the street is out of his league.
Oh,
The
yeah.
feral cats are out of his
feral
league.
cats.
Like, he is not deserving of any company of any kind. I'm sorry. Like, I just am so irritated by the arrogance, the nonchalant of, like, I did a really shitty thing, but I'm ironically going to do the same thing I'm complaining about of people not taking accountability. Like,
Right. Sounds
yeah.
like he's learned nothing.
No.
Okay, sir, if you're listening, please be better.
Yeah.
You need to go to therapy.
Yes.
You need to go to AA at a minimum, if
Yep.
not some sort of rehab. Stop drinking, please.
Yes. And use your home detention to, what's that unlimited therapy app you can get?
better.
Something like that.
.com maybe.
Yeah, BetterHelp or
BetterHelp?
something.
Yeah, something. We'll do. Yeah, do
Please
something.
get a subscription
Please get help.
and go every day.
Yeah, and take some accountability
Yeah.
for your actions.
Yes.
And be reflective
Yeah.
about your relationship with alcohol because it's not good.
No, and let go of the idea of finding a home detention mate.
Yeah, get off Bumble.
Yes, and spend April to October reflecting.
Yeah, and working on yourself.
Please, God.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I think we know he won't, but
No.
that would be
Nope. Definitely
the only
not.
path back to redemption.
Yes. Yeah. So there you go. It was a treat.
Wow.
Yeah. I walked down the hill to Temple Square and sent you a very long voice memo.
You did. And a little cute selfie.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We'll post that on our Insta webs. The post horrendous day glow.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
But just a couple things, housekeeping items first. Number
Yeah.
one, big shout out again to Darren, the bartender.
Yes, you are a real one.
You're a real one. We're going to
Yeah.
come back and have some couple drinks at Arlo.
Definitely.
And relive the glory that was Claire's second date.
And I'm going to have my own meal, damn it.
I'm going to order the risotto.
I
No, I'm just kidding.
And you're going to cup the bowl and like not let me have any scoops. But
Yeah, fend you off with my fork and then
God.
slobber on your face.
And yeah, just shout out to Arlo too. Just what a lovely place.
Yeah, go to Arlo, y'all. It's a
Yeah.
great place. It's deserving of your business.
It's so good. Oh my God, the food is,
It's divine.
it is divine. Love
All right,
it.
friends, we're going to wrap up. If you enjoyed this episode or any of our episodes, please consider giving us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Leave us a review. Leave us some comments. And also, I would say if you have a horrible date story, feel free to send that in. And
Yes.
we would be happy to read it, discuss it on our podcast.
And just know you're not alone in the horrendous world of dating.
Indeed.
Yes. It's
All right.
beautiful.
Well, have a great rest of your week. I'm going to go home and nurse this eye, lay in a dark
Yes.
room until it feels better.
And hopefully you will see no more men from the apps while you're seeking medical attention.
Hopefully, I will not.
Good times. What a wonderful time to be alive.
Oh, it's magical.
Beautiful.
Okay, friends, take care. We'll be back at you next time.
See you soon.
Bye.